Hey guys, Johnny here, and welcome to the Tesla fridge review for the Model Y. Believe it or not, there's actually three types of fridges you can get for your Tesla. You have the passenger row fridge, which is smaller, but is easily accessible by the driver and passenger. You have the sub-trunk fridge, which is massive and fits about everything you need. And then you have this fridge, a trunk fridge, which falls right in the middle. This fridge from TL Yard has a temperature range from 68 to 20 degrees Fahrenheit, or 20 to -5 degrees Celsius. It fits a surprisingly amount of stuff, and because of its clever design, it's easy to install. So, depending on your needs, this just might be the right fridge for you. Let's dive into its features. I'll admit, this fridge is pretty expensive. It costs $519, but if you use my code TESLATAINMENT, you get 22% off, and that's until the end of the month. It drops the price down to $405, so I'll leave it up to you to determine if it's worth it or not. Alright, let me give you guys a quick run through of what comes inside the box. First up is the fridge itself, where it has a fan and the control panel. The bottom piece, screws and tools, a rack, which I'll show you how it's used later, and lastly, a pretty nice microfiber cloth. So I have to say, this was actually a very easy installation. It probably took me about 10 minutes total. All I really had to do was remove the sub-trunk cover, place a bottom piece in, pop open the 12-volt cover, plug it in, slide it in the fridge, use the two longer screws to attach the bottom and top part. Last step is to attach the door, and I put the sub-trunk cover back on to make it easier to screw it in. And there you have it, all done. Let's see how much this fridge can actually store. So for you guys, I want to make sure that this test is very thorough, so I got a bunch of water bottles, regular sized soda cans, and mini soda cans. I'll start out with seeing how much I can fit in the bottom compartment, starting with the water bottles. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So at this point it was full, but I could still squeeze in some sodas. So I'm going to grab a couple Sprites and throw it in there. Here's a look inside. I think we could fit one more Sprite. Let's give it a shot. And if I lay it flat, it will work out just fine. Here's where the rack comes into play. Once you place it in the fridge, it acts as a separation layer between the top and the bottom parts. It's also a great way to keep things organized. Let's say I have some food on the bottom part, and I also want to bring my sodas, but I don't want to crush my food. So I use this rack, place the sodas on top, and everything's fine and dandy. It also places soda standing, and I was able to fit about 5 cans standing. So pretty good space and enough drinks for everyone. I want to do one more final storage test, and that was just jamming as many soda cans as I can inside the fridge. I have 8 cans. I'm going to try squeezing some more. That's 9, 10, 11, 12 mini soda cans, 13 one bottle, 14 one mini soda can, and another one. So about 15 drinks total, which is a lot. Now that we've tested the storage capacity, let's talk about how do we actually operate this thing. The fridge has a touchscreen display, so you want to press and hold the power button for about 5 seconds, then it'll turn on. You know it's on when it shows the current temperature of the fridge. So it's currently at 29 degrees Celsius, and you can adjust it by pressing the up and down arrows. The highest setting you can have it at is 20 degrees Celsius. You can go as low as -5 degrees Celsius. The fridge in your house will be in a range of 3 to 5 degrees Celsius, so this will do a good enough job of keeping your food and drinks cold. You can also change the temperature gauge to be Fahrenheit instead of Celsius. To change it, you have to enter into a user's setting mode, and you do that by holding the up and down arrows for a couple seconds. And then you'll press set, and you can select which setting you want to change. So E1, 2, and 3, and F1, 4, and 5, and so forth represent a different set of settings. F4 lets you change it between Celsius and Fahrenheit. There's also a bunch of other settings that you can change, like setting the min or max temperature. It's all outlined in the booklet. So this fridge was designed to fit perfectly in the side compartment, but the problem there is that if you have a car mat and it bulges up a bit, if you were to open the fridge, it sort of affects the opening of the door. You can force it down to give it a wider opening, but it won't be as flush as if not having the car mat there. I'm just nitpicking at this point, but I feel like most Tesla owners have trunk mats. At this point, you're probably wondering, why do you need a fridge in your car? One use case is road trips. It'd be great if you can pack your own drinks and have them cool as you're going on a long drive, instead of going to a gas station and spending money buying drinks or snacks or whatever else. This is also great if you ever take your Tesla camping. You can keep your food and drinks cool while you're out in the wilderness. And as long as you have camp or sentry mode on, the fridge will stay on and running. Let's be honest, most people don't go camping or go on road trips every day, but I think a good daily use for this fridge is for like after a workout, you can have a nice cold protein shake. For grocery shopping, you can keep your perishable items in the fridge and it'll allow you to do other chores throughout the day without having to worry about your food spoiling. I'll mostly use it for storing my leftovers. So you don't want to put your leftovers in a hot car after you go out and eat. You can store them in here, keep them cool, and enjoy them the next day. To sum things up, I think this is a great fridge. I like how it's designed, has it fit in a side compartment where it doesn't take up that much additional space. You can also still store a bunch of like food or drinks or anything you really need, and I like how it's sleek. Some of the cons is that I think it could fit a little better. It is kind of noisy when you first turn it on, but once it reaches temperature, it's quiet. What do you guys think? Is this fridge worth it? And if so, what would you use it for? Let me know in the comment section. Drop a like if you find this video useful, and subscribe if you want to see more of the latest Tesla accessories.